Looks like we've reached another 10th place floor, the Oni of the 50th floor. Looks like Big Rider with some mooks. So we'll bring Big Assassin. The biggest, strongest assassin of all, Jack the Ripper. With some support. Like, I don't know. Support with Merlin and be fine. Actually, if I'm gonna put him anywhere, we'll put him there, and we'll grab an AoE archer just to help out with the add-ons. I'm sure it's not gonna be anything particularly impressive to deal with, so we should be fine. This is fine. Let's go. Oh, shit.
Hello, this is the tower's halfway point, yes? Can you guess what awaits you at this wonderful milestone? Get it right and you'll win a fantastic prize!
I can see the ring, you know, Lucha. It's a lucha match. A lucha match awaits me.
That's right! You just earned the privilege of competing in the ring.
Called it. Time to wrestle with Lucha One-san.
Not you too, Quetzalcoatl? I have seen this before. One of the characters in my favorite fighting game has a home stage that looks like this. I often select this character when it is time to do battle. He is a very muscular man, and it is a lot of fun to make him twirl his opponents and throw them around like... I apologize, I've gotten rather off topic.
She's a Zangief main, I see.
Ahem. Tell me, goddess from a foreign land, why do you side with these Oni? It's simple. They scratch my back, so I scratch theirs. I don't want beating hearts and the like, no, but I will take other kinds of sacrifices. I am a goddess, you know. And just when I was getting a little down from not quite getting enough exercise, Shuten and Ibaraki came to me with something wonderful. They offered a place small enough to focus solely on lucha, on a floor at an altitude high enough to toughen up my heart and lungs. And a situation where a bevy of opponents would show up all of their own accord. What more could I ask for? Basically, it means I get student after student showing up to enroll, yes.
Ugh. I don't remember signing up for any school, but what the hell. I'm having all kinds of fun with this lady. Oh, an enclosed space where escape is not an option. This takes me back to my gladiator days. As such, the only choice I have left is to rebel! Now come, hurt me, injure me. I shall take everything you have and rebel with love! If there's a battle royale with love to be found, then you can bet that I'll be throwing down.
Oh, and by the way, that vigilante assassin is sitting this one out, yes. I still remember our promise, but it just doesn't seem right to lump the assassin in with the rest of my students, you know?
I'm surprised how well Spartacus fits in here. I see Fergus is still as Fergusy as ever.
I'll say this for him, he's certainly gutsy, trying to add her to his list of conquests. So, the rules on this floor couldn't be simpler. No need to dredge up the past or worry about old acquaintances showing their faces here. All you have to do is pin me for a 3 count. If you can't, then the stairs to the next floor will never open. In other words, Buster, Buster, Buster. Simple, yes? For a 3 count. Is that different from a KO? Well, if you do manage a knockout, that counts as a victory too. So either works, yes? I see. Then it really is simple. Essentially, all we need to do is defeat you. I'm surprised you knew the term KO. Indeed, I have KO'd many an opponent in my games of video. All I need to do here is use my arms instead of my controller. And although it is a bit embarrassing to admit this as a woman, I do have every confidence in my physical strength. Watch, Master, as I defeat every opponent who dares to challenge me. I shall pound them all into the mat. Don't go promising things that Fergus wants you to deliver upon. The Lucha Oni, the Brawling Oni, and the Rebellious Oni. Probably want to get rid of those two berserkers there. It would just kind of be the smart thing to do, you know? Maybe I should bust her up for Gil. We'll see. Definitely should have. I'm sure you did solo this with Cleo. Wouldn't be too hard. Mucho, mucho. It's hard to resist the lure of Maria's a Ripper followed by 2 quick cards. In fact, I won't resist the allure of it. Get in there, Jack. Rip 'em up. What are these? MP gain up, MP strength significantly down. Interesting. Charge plus each turn, that's annoying. A man's Oni. Wow. And here I thought we'd be able to seduce her with the boy. Well, bye, Merlin.
はいふむふむお任せくださいやっ行きます
真の工芸をご覧に入れようカラドボルグ
ち
Let's see if she's kind enough to attack Jack.
あなたには高さが足りません
Darn.
私は炎シルクワートルチャレアード
Oh, he's fine. Wow, that NP damage down is seriously NP damage down.
これだね
Might as well remove the NP damage entirely. Jeez.
行くよ子よりは地獄私たちは炎雨マリアザリッパー
Jack still hurts, though.
解体するよ楽しみましょ
Alright, game is done.
うしつけの時間ですね野蛮ですがこれも財宝とはこう使うものゲート・オブ・バビロン、子よりは地獄私たちは炎雨マリアザリッパートペスイシーダバラバラになっちゃった
Notice how that one crit from Jack brought us to 75% right after an NP. That's a little bit strong. Good girl, Jack. Good girl. Oh, ding, ding, ding. The bell has rung.
I won! Wow! Incredible! We've got the contender on our hands. I would love for you to join my lucha team. If you combine that sheer power with lucha's speed and technique, I think you'd be unstoppable. That's very kind of you, but I must humbly decline. Fighting games are fine and all, but constant one-on-one fights feel like nothing more than endless brawls. I still prefer strategy games. Besides, there's still many genres of games I've yet to try. If only there were more hours in the day. Not quite the answer I was expecting, but okay. Just let me know if you ever change your mind. So, I suppose you won't be telling us the real reason you were working with Shuten Doji and Ibaraki Doji. I will not know. Where's the fun in that? I am a benevolent goddess, but those two are far from benevolent. Sinceramente, I don't mind playing along as long as there might be, or is, a good reason to it. That is an act of benevolence on its own, yes. Besides, I got to spread the joy of lucha. Anyway, adios, mi amigos. She wasn't even trying, and yet her prowess in combat was incredible. What an extraordinary skill. So this is what it is to face a goddess. At any rate, we finally crossed the halfway point. Let's keep this up for the next 50 floors as well.
Meanwhile, back at the Comf. Man, that guy really stands out. You certainly don't see someone like that every day. Perhaps he only showed up here because this bath is reserved for steeds? But then what about the man on top?
Say, I just noticed he's barefoot, Kyogoku. Maybe he's just here to soak his feet.
Ah, then all's well. That aside, this latest battle's quite a big to-do, isn't it?
It is certainly a new experience, even for veterans like us.
Are you a mare, Lamre? Your proportions are a sight to behold.
Oh, sorry about that. I'm afraid there weren't separate baths for male and female steeds.
Anyway, I admire all the hard work that you've been putting in. I'm sorry Kyogoku and I have mostly just been on standby this time. Oh no, we still have a very long way to go. Lord Bucephalus isn't here right now, but he must have been working far harder than Lamre and I. I've heard rumors about him. They say he can actually respond to summons on his own, depending on the situation. Talk about powerful. That goes for Lord Tarrasque over there as well. He may be snoozing away without a care in the world right now, but I'm told he's contributed immensely.
I heard him talking in his sleep about how he wishes his rider were more refined, but I guess I'll pretend I didn't. Well, aren't you guys having fun? Still, there's a fine line between harmony and tedium. I, for one, don't envy your situation at all.
Now, it's more exciting here than you think. My master finally got tired of going back and forth between these hot springs in the tower and decided to stay in her swimsuit to avoid having to change clothes. Now I'm terrified I might get caught up at any moment. Not that I wouldn't be happy to serve, of course. I mean, we're talking swimsuits here. By the way, I just remembered something I wanted to ask about. May I? What is it? It's about the difference between the master who rides you and the one with the same face who doesn't. I've always wondered about why the one who rides you is, bigger, if you take my meaning. Well, there are many different elements that go into that sacred lance, so I had a thought, a hypothesis even. What if your hide produces some sort of special temporary growth hormone? I mean, if they do, and my own master were to ride you, well, I can't stop thinking about that. I mean, they're already gloriously huge as they are, but what if they got even bigger? Not only that, I wouldn't be the one carrying her at the time, so I'd have a perfect opportunity to ogle them for as long as I wanted. Just the thought of it makes me...
Cool it, Kyogoku. Can't you see Lady Lamre's about to kick the living daylights out of you? By the way, chat, there you go. Proof that the Sacred Lance is the source of Artoria's large chest. By the way, I've been so relaxed here that I only just noticed, but... why is that warrior lounging about in the steed bath? That's just red hair. What do you mean? He's totally a steed.
50回踏破ですね。おめでとうございます。残り半分もこの調子で登ってまいりましょう。私もお供いたします。